Alright y'all, how's it going? It's Noah Clark here, owner of CMC Social Media, once again. And for today's video, I'm going to walk you guys through a quick little concept that involves things like data attribution windows, and how you should go about looking at your accounts as a whole and being a more high-level marketer that, again, thinks about the entire funnel and not just acquisition as a whole. So, mainly I'm making this video because a lot of times the internet and people you see from all the gurus and people who are online, it all comes down to ROAS. You know, they want to show you how good they are, so they flash their ROAS number, and they basically kind of showcase how great and amazing their campaigns are. But what if I told you that that's not really the whole story? Again, if you've seen my other videos, you've seen how I kind of break it down as far as acquisition, exchange, and retention. And for today's video, this is mainly about acquisition, and I'll walk you guys through exactly how you can look at two campaigns as examples and understand which one is better and why. So for that example, it's a simple question, again, just which one is better? Which is better? He has two campaigns here, all right? Campaign number one, you have customers that are converting in 7 days. So let's say you, on average, a person sees your ad at one point in time, and then 7 days later, within that window, they're going to convert from you. And when they convert from you, they're going to be spending around $100 per person, or purchase value at $100, and your ROAS number is a glorious, pretty looking 4.0 right here. So, for example, once again, just to kind of clarify, a customer buys from you within 7 days, they spend $100 on average, and they convert at around 4.0. Put 25 bucks in, get $100 back each time, consistently. Sound good? Yeah, for sure. But how about campaign number two? All right. So campaign number two essentially have a similar situation, but instead of converting in 7 days, they convert in 1 day. So let's say on average, a person comes through your funnel, they basically see your ad one time, and they buy from you on that first day, which is great. ROAS number around 3.5, and purchase value is going to be at around 85 per person that comes through your funnel at that point in time. Now, of course, the ROAS number and purchase value is lower, but you're spending about 25 bucks per person, and you're getting around 87.5, let's say 85 for just clarity. That would keep consistent as far as what we're getting off this one customer. So the question for you is, once again, which one of these campaigns is better? Campaign number one or campaign number two? Think about it for a second. If it wasn't obvious by now, right? I'm kind of leaning towards it being more about campaign number two. But why is that exactly? Because even though you have a lower purchase value and lower ROAS, the biggest difference is time. And this is very important because of two key factors, which is CAC and remarketing cost. Now, whenever you try to acquire a customer, the most important thing you want to have, as per our past AOV discussion, is going to be about getting the money in quickly and at high level all at one time. If you're having to actually find a customer that will convert from you at a later date, well, that's 7 extra days you have to worry about spending money, and 7 extra days you have to worry about actually kind of getting them into your funnel. So whatever you're spending during that time period, let's say you're spending 25 bucks. Yeah, they convert at $100, but that's 25 bucks, let's say, each day searching for a new customer. Versus the 1 day click view, or this example again, attribution, the 1 day purchase view, you have a person that consistently, on average, every day, you're spending 25 bucks, you're getting 85 back consistently. And that's the big difference, because even if your ROAS is lower, you now have the ability to get that money in quicker. Of course, this can be expanded out to literally weeks, months, hell, even years at a certain point if you have a big enough attribution window. But the most important thing you want to focus on is like, how can I get my money back faster to, again, be refed into the machine? So in this case scenario, back to the earlier example, the CAC and the likely cost of acquisition of this person, though it looks good in the ad account, because also all Facebook sees, likely it'll end up costing more and more as you spend money remarketing those people and spending more trying to get more of those people who will convert within that time window. Versus this campaign number two, which has a lower ROAS and a lower purchase value, you can consistently say, all right, these people are converting every single day at a consistent rate, and I can kind of track it back to what's going on to then take that money and get them into my ecosystem and have them be already slated to start getting remarketed to us literally within our own email campaigns instead of on paid traffic. So I get to stop spending money on acquisition and focus all my attention on the freer or cheaper versions of retention as far as, again, LTV and average order value versus spending money on this person right here. So, as a quick wrap up then, when you're spending money on your accounts, make sure you focus as much as possible on optimizing for the simpler, quicker converting window as a whole. Because unless you're at a level where you can consistently go to full brand awareness and you're not really caring about getting money immediately, you want to focus more on actually getting money back quicker to then be reallocated towards your ad accounts as far as making more money acquisition, and letting those people kind of come into your ecosystem and then be remarketed to via your current programs, which again is LTV and average order value, to make more money off them in the long term. But again, in the beginning, focus on just doing as much as you can to get people in at a good rate, and then scale it up as much as possible, because that's going to be what makes the difference between your account and a bad account. And if you focus on that, you can do a whole lot better in the long run as a whole.